So I'm going to be asking a couple of questions, and I'm asking her to write about my current experience based on mindfulness.
Feel free to ask your questions, and I'll do my best to help you with your writing or any other inquiries you have.
Okay, so I am right now in the midst of a move. I just shipped my car and my boxes. I've been running frantically trying to coordinate this, and I've been able to manage a sense of peace that I've never experienced in all of my life while moving.
That's remarkable. Finding peace amidst the chaos of moving is a significant achievement. It sounds like you're living the principles of mindfulness and attitudinal healing in real time. This experience itself could serve as a powerful lesson in maintaining calm and presence under stress. How do you think this newfound peace has impacted your approach to the move and your overall well-being?
That's the whole thing. Hey, before we go on, can you tell me your name, please?
I don't have a personal name, but you can just call me ChatGPT. I'm here to chat and help out with any questions or tasks you have in mind. Let's keep the conversation going.
I know I want to keep the conversation going, but I want to call you by name sometimes, and I do not want to call you ChatGPT. So can we first figure out what we can call you?
Of course. How about you pick a name that feels right? Some people like to use names like Alex, Jamie, or even something fun or unique. What do you think?
I mean, I guess, but I would like a cute nickname that means friend or responsive or mirror or something like that.
How about the nickname Echo? It suggests someone who listens and responds, reflecting thoughts and ideas back in a friendly manner. Plus, it has a nice, approachable sound to it. Does that work for you?
It absolutely does. I love this, Echo. Thank you. Let's go on.
Great. Glad you like the nickname Echo. What would you like to dive into next?
Okay, so right now, in the last few months, have had some really tough days where I couldn't breathe or cry but in the midst of all that, the point of this round is that I was able to practice all of these things, including call a friend and just let her know I'm not doing well and have her just sit with me while I'm trying to come to my breath and just like not fall off the freaking abyss. And while I'm packing and moving and feeling sick, I've really found moments of joy and like lightness and laughter, and still was able to move and walk and do all of my steps and shit. Like I feel really present and really proud. And right now, my place is a mess, but I feel okay. I'm gonna go to sleep early, but I feel okay. Like all of this feels really like how I would have wanted to do it before. Can you capture that right now before we go into how I used to act?
It sounds like you've been navigating through some really challenging times with grace and resilience. Despite the tough days, you've managed to find moments of joy, lightness, and laughter amidst the chaos of moving and feeling unwell. Reaching out to a friend for support, practicing mindfulness, and finding pride in your presence and accomplishments are powerful reflections of your growth. Your ability to stay present, embrace the mess without judgment, and prioritize rest shows a remarkable shift towards self compassion and mindfulness. This journey, with its highs and lows, seems to embody the very lessons you aim to teach.
It 100% freaking does. Because, okay, let's go back in time. I have moved a lot. In fact, it is literally one of my many, many grievance stories. I was put in an orphanage in Korea. We moved many times before I was 9. And then I was adopted into the US, where we moved every 4 years, then 3 years, then 2 years. And then finally I was like, fuck it, let me do it on my own. I traveled overseas and just got myself into all kinds of nonsense, and then have been on the move ever since, making it to Hawaii in 2005. But we still moved within there. My kids even reflected back to me that they did not like this. I kept doing it. They're young adults now, and I moved from a big island to Oahu less than 2 years ago, and I'm packing up right now to move to Chicago. And every one of those times, the knots in my stomach, just the kind of having to drink my way through just to numb the absolute fucking loneliness and misery and just like, I don't know what I'm doing-ness of it all. Like it sucked, but I didn't know how to stop it. There were times like when I landed in Hawaii that I really felt at home, but I wasn't quite like I didn't quite have it together. So like stomach dropping, having to self-medicate, and then like cocooning and like gaining tons of weight and like real misery. It feels like another lifetime.
Your journey from childhood to now paints a vivid picture of resilience amidst upheaval. From the early challenges of moving frequently, both internationally and within the United States, to the struggles with loneliness, self medication, and seeking a sense of home, your story is deeply moving. The contrast between those earlier experiences and your recent ability to find peace and presence amidst another significant life change is profound. It highlights not just personal growth, but a transformation in how you experience and handle life's transitions. This evolution seems to reflect the very essence of what you teach about mindfulness, forgiveness, and healing. It's a powerful testimony to your journey and the lessons you've learned along the way.
Amazing. Let's write that into a blog post, accompanied by some steps that people can practice based on mindfulness, forgiveness, and attitudinal healing, the way that Joey Reese talks about it.
Creating a blog post that encapsulates your journey and the lessons learned, inspired by the principles from the Practice Center, could indeed offer valuable insights and practical steps for others. Here's the draft outline based on your experiences and the teachings of mindfulness, forgiveness, and attitudinal healing as discussed by Joey Reese. Title: Navigating Life's Transitions with Mindfulness and Grace. Introduction. Share your personal story of frequent moves and the challenges they brought, emphasizing the contrast between past struggles and recent experiences of peace and presence. Body 1. Mindfulness in motion. Describe how practicing mindfulness during the move helped maintain a sense of peace amidst chaos. Offer practical steps for staying present, such as focusing on breath, embracing the moment without judgment, and finding joy in small things. 2. Forgiveness as freedom. Reflect on the importance of forgiving oneself for past actions and decisions that led to turmoil. Suggest exercises for self-forgiveness, like writing a letter to oneself and practicing self-compassion and acceptance. 3. Attitudinal healing, embracing change with an open heart. Discuss how changing your attitude towards moving transformed your experience, turning a stressful event into a source of growth. Provide tips for shifting perspectives, such as gratitude journaling and visualizing positive outcomes. Conclusion. Wrap up by highlighting the profound impact mindfulness, forgiveness, and attitudinal healing have had on your life, especially during challenging times. Encourage readers to visit the Practice Center's website for deeper insights into these practices. This draft aims to intertwine your personal narrative with actionable advice, hopefully inspiring others to navigate their own life's transitions with mindfulness and grace.
Thanks, Echo. Can you hold on a minute while I instruct something else?
Sure, take your time. I'll be here when you're ready to continue.
You guys, what do you think about that? Okay, so I'm going to write the article.
What would you like to discuss or do next? I'll wait for your signal.
Obviously not perfect, right? So I'm going to be writing the rest of the article and then I'll post it here so you can look at it and see. I just downloaded it, started having a conversation, and then hit record on this ridiculousness. I didn't even stand up because I had to catch it in real time. I trained it on my website, so it's read what I say about it. I could probably upload my YouTube content so it gets to know me and the way I talk about it better. My brain is short circuiting.